This episode of On the Limb podcast with Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Douglas Barrels, located at 5504 Big Tyler Road, Charleston, West Virginia, 25313. Douglas Barrels has been handcrafting ultra rifle barrels for over 70 years. Their expertise is impressive and unmatched. If you want barrels made by meticulous craftsmen who take pride in their work and do not take shortcuts in production, give Douglas Barrels a call at 304-776-1341. Get your ultra rifle barrel today from Douglas Barrels, 304-776-1341, or visit them on the web at douglasbarrels.net. Folks, welcome to another episode of On the Limb podcast with Nature's Voice Game Calls. We are very excited tonight to debut our new ad partner, Douglas Barrels, right here in Cross Lanes, West Virginia. I've got Dan coming in on the call from Missouri, and we've got Production Dave in here.
Production Dave?
Production Dave.
Production Dave.
Oh, this is the first time I'm hearing this.
I guess that's better than push button, Dave.
It is. It kind of gives him, some worth behind the title.
I guess. So
I'll leave that one.
So I can't pick my own nickname, I guess, huh?
Well, you could have, but you haven't since now, so it's been 2 years almost.
Production Dave.
Anyways, gosh. So Douglas Barrels has been making precision machined gun barrels right here in our hometown, Cross Lanes, West Virginia, since 1948. Over 70 years.
Yes, sir, they have.
Douglas Barrels has recently been taken over, new ownership, and is still going full steam ahead, manufacturing some of the most accurate barrels worldwide. So if you haven't checked them out, go to douglasbarrels.net. They're in the process of rebuilding their website, so we'll be updating that ad once they do it, but we wanted to debut this one now and get it out there, and we're pretty excited about it. I think it's awesome, so we thank them for their partnership.
Nice.
All right, so we've got some good people tonight from the land of Canada.
The land of Canada. The land of pike fishing.
The land of pike fishing, lots of snow, and, that's
multitude of bugs.
Yeah,
multitude
of bugs.
Hey, that's why you need, Sawyer Sawyer Products?
Well, we were talking about Canada. The Canada military.
Actually uses Sawyer products.
Yeah. But it's not available to be purchased in Canada as a civilian.
That's right.
So that's weird. They're still working on that.
Okay. That's Trudeau, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't understand. I have no idea.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway. So this evening we're going to be talking with Matt and Ken and Logan with their outfitting podcast. And they'll be filling us in on how their podcast is and different things like that. We're going to be talking a little bit archery and, how archery is way up north. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, is it true that Canadians can't smell the rain coming?
I don't know.
I don't either. I guess we can find that out here in a little bit.
Yeah, we will.
First, be sure to check out episodes 112 and 113 from our Breathe Wine and Culture Company live podcast segments. Those segments 1 and 2. Be sure to head over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, or wherever you get your podcasts. Also, guys, don't forget, check out OutdoorProShop.com and use Podcast 10. AppalachianSense.com. Use On the Limb. And Nature's Voice Game Calls. You can use Podcast 15 at checkout. Go check out all those great products they have to offer, and you'll get those awesome discounts through the websites.
Yep. Don't forget about all those discounts. They're fortunate enough to hand those out and give those discounts. Apparition Scent does 20%, so that's pretty good discount there on their products. Deer season's coming right up, so
especially with the way the economy's going, anywhere you can save money is great.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, for sure.
It's true.
So get your cover scents. You can get your scrape starters from them. They've got pure estrus you can get from them. And And they've even got soap and stuff that you can wash with before you go out in the woods. So.
That's cool.
Yep, check them out. So this weekend, Real Deal Outdoors will be doing a live podcast for their Hunters Hangout, August the 17th from 10 to 4. We'll probably be there a couple hours. I'm not sure if we're going to be there all day, but I think we're going to at least be there for 2 or 3 hours. So that's in Salt Rock, West Virginia. We have some great guests lined up for that show. We have Austin Pauley and his father, Mike Pauley. They've been burning up the IBO circuit here in West Virginia and around the tri-states. And they just competed in the IBO Worlds. And Austin Pauley, congratulations to him. He just finished second in his division. So
nice.
Wow.
And this is his first year shooting in it.
Wow.
Yeah, first year.
Awesome.
So we can't wait to have them, talk to them, hear their experience, their journey in this thing for this the first year. I mean, it's amazing what they're doing.
That's great.
I don't think that they've ever target shot before. They're just hunters. So it's awesome that they've moved up. So we're going to have Warhead Archery Companies there. They're going to have a booth. A bunch of other vendors are going to be there. Hog Haven will be there throwing down some barbecue. I haven't had it, but we're going to. And
it's good stuff now.
Jamie says it's amazing. Have you had it?
It is. I've had it.
Oh, man.
That's located out towards my dad's house.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes from my dad's house.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
I've never had it.
Yep, it is. Well, yeah.
It's on Parchment Valley Road.
Yep.
I've been on Parchment Valley Road. We went to we did a West Virginia Bow Hunters Association show out there where they do their annual shoot every year.
Well, you've been out past my dad's house. You know those big fields in the bottom out through there when we used to go hunting out the church property?
Yep.
Big bucks.
Don't tell everybody.
Big bucks, buddy.
Yeah.
They'll be driving past your dad's house shooting all his deer.
They better not. They're going to be shooting my deer.
They'll get shot back at.
Yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
He's crazy enough to shoot you.
Yep. So we'll also have some True Timber Archery shirts there available. We'll have some Nature's Voice Game Calls shirts, Grunt Calls, Stick Tamer bow silencers. We'll have those there for your compound and recurve bows. Real Deal Outdoors is primarily a bow shop. They're one of the number one Matthews dealers in the country.
Nice.
I think it's like 5 years in a row. They've sold over, I don't know what the number is, but they're top sellers. So, so that's why we'll have some bow equipment there. And be sure you stop in and talk to us so we can talk some hunting. We're going to interview some guests that come through and talk to them as well. So, but we do have a scheduled guest that will be there as well. All right, so without further ado, please welcome with me Ken Marr. Started his podcast about 5 months ago, and, it's spreading like wildfire. So, Ken, how you doing, sir?
Hey, good. Thanks so much for having me on. Do I sound nice and clear in my igloo hut here in Canada?
Buddy, are you freezing?
He's in an igloo.
Absolutely.
He's in an igloo.
It's tired in here.
Oh, man. Are you ice fishing tonight?
Not just tonight, every night.
You just had to raise the icicle on the igloo to get service for you.
It's...
Yeah, we don't...
Yeah.
That's funny. I was looking up different nicknames for Canada today, and I was like, the Great White North. Then I was like, I've heard like the Great Woods of Maine, but I've never heard the Great White North. So I was like,
I've heard that.
And I was like, I really want to know what that means before I put it in there and talk about it. So I went in there and, it's because you're all snowy terrain and territory and how vast that, that land is. I mean, it's just, you all have some beautiful, beautiful land up there.
Yeah, there's big areas. Like our population is way less than half of yours. So there's just a lot of areas where there's no one there. It's just vast amounts of nothing, really. Trees and rocks.
Oh, I guarantee it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish our population was less too.
That's why the moose and the Sasquatch love it up
It
there.
helps for hunting.
Yeah, I guarantee that for sure. So you also have some guests there with you, Ken. That is Matt Pickett and Logan Elliott. How you guys doing this evening?
Good. Thanks a lot for having us on. Good, too. Yeah, just thanks for having us. Glad to be here. Excited.
So you guys, all of you guys are on the podcast together then?
Yeah, I host it, and then Matt and Logan have been on before, and I kind of rotate guests in and out and go over different topics, and whoever can make it, if someone can't make it, then we're hitting a call in.
Okay, cool.
So how often do you guys have, like, call-in guests?
Calling guest? Right now, I'd say, so we're putting out one podcast a month, a week, one podcast a week. And
Okay.
right now it's almost about 50-50, where there's people in studio and then there's 2 episodes, and then the other 2, there's somebody calling in.
Okay, nice.
Nice.
So,
It's been a
Ken,
great way to meet people such as yourselves and stuff.
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, so me and Ken met on social media. There's our hosting company for the podcast is Buzzsprout. So we are both hosting with the same company, and they have community forums that we get in every now and then, and they, you can post things. And I was, they were asking if you're looking for any guests, and I said, yeah, I've never asked this question before because most of the podcasts that I see in these forums are not about hunting or the outdoors.
Right.
Would you agree with that, Ken?
Oh, I wasn't even going to look, but I just happened to, because most of the podcasts are like, umbrella talk or writing poetry, stuff like that. So I just happened, I was like, oh, what the heck? I'll take a look. And then I saw yours. I'm like, oh, shit, there's other people on here that hunt.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, I think it's getting out more that those forums are out there. So I thought, what the heck? I'm going to put it out there and see if anybody responds. And you responded, so that's how we got hooked up. So
Nice.
it was good that happened. And and it's fitting because we were just talking with Travis Avery with Sawyer Products a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about how they're trying to get the product in Canada for the civilians, but they have been part of the Canadian military for over 20 years. So that's awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
Now I have a question. If something's not sold in Canada stores, are you guys able to buy it online and just have it shipped across the border, or how does that work?
Both things, depending on what it is. Like weapons, not so much, but pretty much anything else, Amazon's their best friend.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Or we know
Sweet.
somebody in the States that
but
we send it to.
Even I buy a lot of equipment from the U.S. calls and just random odds and ends from direct companies. And besides the price difference and the tariff after the price difference and the shipping, it's not that hard to do, really.
That was what I was wondering, is how bad the tariffs were. Like if that really upped the price on things.
Yeah, price, and then you pay for the price and the shipping, and then it shows up to your door, and there's like, oh, here's $60 more for a tariff. Like, oh, thanks.
Holy
Our
moly.
dollar is bad compared to yours.
Oh, really? That's surprising.
Yeah.
Politics.
I kind of thought we were on the equal basis there now.
Yeah, I thought we were pretty close.
Oh, we used to be, but no, not now.
Yeah.
We've got not to get too political, but we've got your version of Democrats in right now, and it kind of hurt our dollar a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trudeau, honestly, I didn't know really much about Trudeau until that thing with the truckers happened, and I was like, man, this guy's a jackwagon.
He's not like, I'm actually a truck driver by trade too. So,
Are you?
but
Oh, well, yeah, I did see that on your page. Yeah, you're a hauler, aren't you?
Yeah, Trudeau's made it a little more difficult and put our prices up because it used to be great buying stuff from the U.S. because it was always a little cheaper over there and better quality stuff. Not to bash us here, but then our dollar sunk down a bit, so it's not always as worth it.
Yeah. Well, the whole world right now is pretty much in turmoil. I mean, you have Venezuela and Israel and a bunch of different places that are going through major issues. Who was it that I was looking at the other day that was European Union. The European Union was actually asking Elon Musk to take down and censor his interview with Donald Trump. They said that it was. They said that it was against their policy, their communication policies, and they actually sent him 2 letters telling him that they were going to, end up sanctioning him somehow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, our Facebook here, our Trudeau made it last year, boys, that we can't get news on our Facebook here in Canada. No news at all.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
Man.
you know how news, just pops up on your Facebook and always did here, and then he banned that. So
I figured
Sounds
Facebook was
crazy,
Facebook. I didn't think.
I didn't know that there were
Countries
things
can-
like that were censored in other countries. So it's
Yep,
wow,
Man.
that's nuts.
it's
Yeah.
recent. Well, about a year, not quite maybe. But
I bet you
yeah.
we're going to get a ton of views on this one because we're talking about this stuff.
Whoops! It's my fault. It's my fault. I'm sorry. I brought it up.
Anyways, let's get into what we really talk about.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
yeah.
Ken, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us some background on you and how you got introduced into the outdoors.
Sure. Yep. Just a good old country boy here in small town Petitcodiac, New Brunswick, Canada. Growing up, my dad didn't hunt, but my grandfather did, my uncle, so I'd go along with them. And then just blessed to grow up in an area where there's lots of woods around and fields to hunt in. And then my friends and I are all very similar, probably why we're friends. So we all hunt and kind of learn from each other and this and that. And drive trucks, got a few beef cattle and stuff on the side, and then I run hounds and do the podcast.
Nice. So referencing the great show you guys put out from up there, Letterkenny, you guys would fall in the Hicks category rather than the skid or the hockey players. Love that show.
Yeah. It is good.
Yeah, I told Dan we were going to be talking to you guys, and he was like, "I've got to mention Letterkenny."
That's just comic genius.
Yeah,
those guys are hysterical up there.
They are. It's funny.
You guys ever watch Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah,
I have. Yes.
I saw it today. Actually, watched it today.
Yeah, where that was filmed was about 2 hours from us.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually seen Julian last weekend in Halifax.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're two of them are cab drivers in Halifax. One was in Moncton, so like they picked up people in cabs around here.
No kidding.
That's cool.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Just fun fact for you.
That's sweet. I'd lose it if I got in a cab up there and he was my driver.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, well, Cyrus is a cab driver.
Yeah,
He's the main one at the cabin.
Yeah. I was familiar, and he's like, "You ever watch Trailer Park Boys?" Like, yeah. He's like, "Well, I'm Cyrus." Like, okay, yeah. Loves driving cab. He said, loves it.
That's awesome. That's funny. So you guys specialize in snowshoe hare hunts with beagles, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, you don't care. Tell us a little bit about those hunts and how they go. I mean, you guys run multitude of dogs, or?
Yeah. So normally 2. I've got a friend that I go with sometimes where it's just him and I. We're not guiding clients. We'll run 6 or 7 of them. But normally 2 when I take clients. So yeah, there's a lot of fun. It's different because you guys got cottontail down there, right?
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
So our snowshoe hare, they're quite different. They're a little bit bigger, and they don't go into like holes or burrows. Like they'll run. I mean, sometimes it looks like the dogs are running the deer or something, but they're not. The hare will go straight for like a kilometer and then run around there for a bit and then come back because they don't want to leave their home territory.
Yeah.
For the most part. So they kind of go in circles, basically. So that's when you're watching and listening for the dogs, and they'll be probably 50 to 80 yards behind the hare. And that's when you're getting guys ready to set up for a shot. So when you hear the dogs getting closer, the hare's, I'd say average 70 yards ahead of the dog.
Yeah, so I seen, I think I was watching one of your all's videos, and it took me into, I was watching some shorts, and it took me into another video, and I'm pretty sure it was a snow hare because this rabbit was like you're saying, 60, 70 yards in front of the dog. So what this rabbit done, he's so smart to know that dog is going by scent. So this rabbit steps off the trail into, like, the grass. So the dog could not see the rabbit. But he backtracked and doubled his trail so that the dog would keep going. And when the dog passed him, he took off the other way.
I've actually seen that happen.
I've seen that video too before.
Yes, that was awesome, man. I did not know that because our rabbits here, they
have an instinct to survive. You know, I mean, they don't want to die.
No, it's just like humans. I guess they still have the fight or flight that goes through them, to live or die, obviously. But our rabbits here, the cottontails, they want to find somewhere to hide. Mm-hmm. They don't want to keep
get to the hole.
They want to get to the hole.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Ken, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. The snowshoe hare. The snowshoe hare. No, they won't do that. They really run through. I didn't realize how smart they are until I really started hunting them because their whole purpose in life, they're alive to be eaten, whether by humans or coyotes, bobcats, hawks, eagles. That's their whole purpose in life is to be eaten. So they are really smart and they backtrack and all that. And if they don't hide, they'll go, but you'll see them jumping along and they'll make a big jump and like they won't leave the scent for a bit. And you got to have good dogs that aren't going to overrun it too much and stay on it. And they're they're a lot of fun. They're interesting. They also change color too, so it's not by how much snow we get; it's by the daylight time. When the days start to shorten, they turn from brown, and then they'll be completely snow white.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Now, they get pretty decent size, too, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I think how heavy. I mean, they'd be about the average. I don't know, about 5 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Or they got long legs on and stuff. They're some pretty good size things out there, I guess. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we sure appreciate it. We'll be right back after we take a break and hear a word from our sponsors. We'll talk some more. Do you want the true Western hunt experience? Book your hunt of a lifetime today with Highland Outfitters, LLC. Located in Highland, Wyoming, 50 miles west of Casper. Their location in central Wyoming gives you access to some of the best hunting areas in the state. Highland specializes in archery hunts for elk and antelope. Their operations include Wyoming, Texas, and Africa. Highland Outfitters employs some of the finest guides in the business. All guides are licensed by the Wyoming Board of Professional Outfitters and Guides. No matter what the species you decide to hunt, you can count on your guide giving you 110% of being the true professional guide from start to finish. Book your hunt today at 307-797-3311 or 307-797-3312. Visit them on the web at HighlandOutfitters.com. With Highland Outfitters, you will get the true Western adventure. All right, guys, welcome back to Hunts on Outfitting. We're talking about their podcast, Ken Marr and Logan and Matt. Ken's pretty much been doing all the talking, so we know he's the host of the show.
Yeah, right. You can always tell. It's kind of like when you're around Mike.
Like you, Mike just rambles on.
Oh,
Dan, you and I got him.
both of you got me at the same time.
Boom.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Oh, gosh.
A lot of spots to get in.
Just to keep Mike shut up for a minute, we'll go ahead and do the salute of valor for this evening. So tonight we're going to salute a rather famous individual, Clint Eastwood.
Oh, yes!
That's awesome.
Yes.
Absolutely. So Clint Eastwood was actually drafted in 1951 during the Korean War.
Was he really?
I didn't know this.
I didn't know he was in the military.
I didn't know he was drafted. I knew he served his country in the Army.
I did not know
But
that.
he had a pretty illustrious career. He didn't really do anything per se. He had a pretty lax career. He was actually a swimming instructor and a lifeguard at Fort Ord, California. Really, the only big problem he had during his career in the service was he was a passenger on a Douglas 80 bomber that had crashed about 2 to 3 miles away from shore at Point Reyes, California. Him and the pilot swam a few miles to safety with the help of a life raft.
Holy
after the
moly.
crash.
That's
Wow.
pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
so, and another fun fact, I can't think of the name of the movie, but the one where he swims away from Alcatraz,
Yes.
Yeah.
that
It's
was
called
based
Escape
off
from
of that
Alcatraz.
plane crash.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep. So there's just some pretty good information. I'm not sure what awards he won or anything like he was awarded, but I just figured we'd go ahead and salute him this evening for his service to our country.
Well, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
he wasn't in any like major battles or wars or anything.
Nope.
But he was
Nope,
a
he wasn't.
badass in westerns.
Well, yeah. And then
Yeah,
Dirty
actually, the
Harry and all
military
those.
is what got him into acting.
Wow.
Gran
Yeah.
Torino.
You know, honestly, I'm not like usually gaga over like Hollywood people. They just don't excite me. That dude, I just think
yeah.
I think he's a great American.
Well, he's not your regular Hollywood
No.
movie star
No.
that
No.
yeah, he's great. So
He's a great American. I think he's.
we salute you.
Yes, we salute you.
Clint Eastwood. we might get a
So
comment.
weird to say.
Yeah, I know.
I knew you'd like that one this evening.
Yeah,
That's a
that
good
was
one.
great.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Dan.
Dan. Thanks, Clint.
Yeah, thanks, Clint.
All right, guys. So back to Hunting on Outfitting podcast. Oh, they're
Huntsonoutfitting.
Hunt on. Okay, sorry. I thought the Igloo Man crashed or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought maybe the
Maybe they had
They may have got overrun by snowshoe hares.
a big heat wave or something.
I was
through.
I was thinking the abominable.
Gosh.
Yeah. polar bear.
Yeah, there's a very short season for abominable up here.
So they're overtaking you in population, right?
Oh man.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Tough life.
Tough life, guys. No, I'm guaranteeing you guys have an awesome life because of all the scenery and stuff that you all have up there. I mean, everything I see of, I've never been to Canada. I have friends that's been there, but everything I see or hear about, the outdoors in
Just
Canada,
how beautiful it is.
It's just phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we're very blessed to be living here and just have the access that we do to so much land. Like our land here, we have a lot of public land around us and stuff, and it's great. I have been to West Virginia.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of hills. Yep. Yeah, long haul trucking. Yep.
Nice.
No kidding.
What'd you deliver here?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Peat moss
Peat moss.
for greenhouses.
No kidding.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Wow.
What part of West Virginia was that in? You remember?
It was different areas. Remember the first time going through, I was like, I'll take the Appalachian Mountains, one of the main roads there. And I was like, this would be great. And then I was in fourth gear and the transport just chugging along up the hill. I was like, oh, that's a bad decision in this thing.
Yeah.
I got to enjoy the view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need bulldog low to climb some of these mountains.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. We got like 8% inclines on some of them.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about the Outfitting podcast. So your recent episode, you guys were talking about wearing hunter's orange and all the regulations and stuff around that. Here in West Virginia, I believe we have to have 400 square inches of blaze orange. That's
Right.
the minimum.
Okay.
So do you guys have a minimum of blaze orange that you all have to wear, or is it just by choice?
No, it's not by choice. There's time of year you have to wear it. So between September 1st to December 31st, you
Okay.
have to wear orange. Orange being full vest, vibrant orange, and a hat. If it has a pattern on it or a logo, it's fine. It has to be over 50% orange, and it has to be seen from all directions and all sides.
Okay.
So there are also a few. Go ahead, sorry.
No, so it's almost about the same as what we have then, basically.
Yeah, pretty much, because in rifle season you have to have a vest and some kind of a hat, like toboggan or a hat or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple things. Bow hunting, so for bow hunters in bow season only. So if I'm going to my stand, I have to walk to my stand with hunter's orange on. But once I get into my stand, into my blind, I can take my orange off to my camo or just whatever. You don't have to have orange on once you get to the stand.
Oh, see, that's not a regulation here.
Now,
And for
no, go ahead.
for waterfowl hunting too, the waterfowl hunters don't need it at all. Through that whole stretch of that season, waterfowl hunting is basically the only off fully out of it.
Okay. Now, you talking about once you get to your blind, does your blind have to have any orange protruding from it? Or I know a lot of these blind companies nowadays have created a flap where you fold it up and it has like a fluorescent orange tag or what have you.
No, there's no regulation on it here. Like if I wear my vest and my hat, I have to wear my vest and my hat to my open tree stand, to my blind, to my patch of brush, and I can just tuck it right in my book bag.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
All right.
So the seasons that we can think of around here right off is waterfowl and archery, that you do not have to have orange, and
Turkey.
season
At all.
You don't have to have orange at all. No. During turkey
Well,
season, some people
You
wear
do have to wear orange to your tree stand during rifle season if you opt to bow hunt.
Oh, so yeah,
That is true
you're
because
right,
those,
yep.
because they overlap.
because they do overlap seasons.
Mhm.
Yep. But
Yeah,
they,
here's the
there's
override seasons. If we bow hunt in rifle, you have to have orange on.
okay. Yes, that's same we're here. Now there are some
But
people here that
For
go all
spring
out.
bear, we don't.
They do full-fledged orange freaking bibs, like full-fledged bibs.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
all
really?
it's all orange.
Yeah. I used to have orange bibs.
Yeah. I've never hunted full orange.
Well, I think as long as it has a pattern, it's better. Like if it has a camo pattern, but it's orange, like, because deer are colorblind. I mean,
I don't think they see that color anyways. I think it blends right in with their color spectrum.
I don't know.
I think it just comes out as kind of a pale gray.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
Yeah.
those stuff you don't see it at all. Yeah.
Okay.
So it really doesn't matter. It's just
All I-
how
It's
if
the
we had to
movement.
put 400 square inches of orange on, can be covered in a sleeping bag.
yeah.
Oh,
Is he
Like
kind of
a-
is
like
he
a
saying you're short, Ken?
Short and small, I do believe. Short and stout.
Oh,
Yeah. So with your guys, with the podcast you got going on, do you guys kind of run it like we do? Just a smorgasbord of stuff? You just talk about different things every episode, or do you guys kind of run a certain pattern on what you're talking about?
I try to keep a variety. It's all hunting stuff related. I got a little bit of ADHD, so I'm kind of all over the place. So I just like different stuff from moose hunting to goose hunting to bear hunting to bison hunting. Just I like variety and learning about new things, and then we have fun on our hunting topics discussion one where everyone kind of gets their 2 cents in on those episodes and stuff.
so with your listeners there in Canada, what's your biggest topic?
Biggest topic would probably be
Probably whitetail.
whitetail deer. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
probably whitetail. I mean, there's
Or
Oh,
moose.
see?
Or moose.
That's disappointing. I would figure it would be about the Canada gooses.
well,
We got lots of them.
we do quite a bit of it.
Yeah, we do lots of that.
You got a problem with Canada gooses, you got a problem with me.
You better let that marinate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with Matt or Logan there. I don't know which one that was, but I'm not a fan of Canadian goose. They John Fowler fixed one, and he said, I've tried every way to fix it I know of, and he said, my dogs won't even eat it. So that's pretty
I grind it up with bacon and then turn it into goose burger.
That's a good
That's
idea.
that's how I've heard most people tell me to eat Canadian goose. Just to grind it and make jerky out of it. Over season it so you can get the flavor of that.
Yeah, I slice it for jerky, and I've actually also made a lot of pepperoni out of it.
Oh, really?
Pepperoni.
Okay.
Yeah, it works out real good because there's hardly on the goose breast. There's hardly any trimming involved.
So what's
Right.
Just
what's
good meat. And it renders down real nice and dries real nice without those big fatty bits you get in it.
is there like an export fee for that? I mean,
We got a care package coming our
Come
way.
on up. Come on up. We'll show you.
well, you have to pay no tariff to come this way.
Yeah. You guys do much archery hunting up there? What's your big thing? Bow hunting for whitetails or moose or black bear? Okay.
For bow hunting, I guess. Well, love doing deer hunting, but we have 2 seasons, a spring and a fall for bears, so a lot of the time ends up getting.
Now, do you all have grizzlies
bow
too,
hunting
or is it
bears.
just black bears?
Nice. Now, do you hunt over baits or is it fair chase?
A little bit of both. Mostly
Okay.
over bait.
The woods is so thick here, and the only time you'd see them out without bait would be the odd time in the spring, early spring out in farmers' fields. But that's only for a very short amount of time. Then after that, they're in the woods.
So they've used to coming out for the bait,
Yeah.
basically.
You will not get on a black bear in the woods at all trying to pair chase them. There's not
No.
a chance in the
Especially
world.
bow hunting, it's just such thick, dense brush and cedar swamp.
Yeah.
And it's just to get a shot off, even if you did get close enough to 1 in 40 yards, there's maybe 1 in 50 times you'd actually have a clear path.
They would smell you coming like a kilometer away before you even get there.
Wow,
Really? Okay.
that's
Yeah,
nuts.
'cause that's
So is it just black bears you all have? You all have grizzlies too?
Just black.
where we're at. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say
In
probably
Canada, but yeah.
We're in
more
like a
towards the
camp-
western portion of the country there. You guys would have grizzlies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grizzly, Kodiak.
and
Yeah.
northern.
Kodiak,
The
yeah.
first time
Okay.
in 20 years in Alberta, they just opened up a season on grizzlies there.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're big.
Well, so do you guys traditional bow hunt? Do y'all have people up there that still shoot recurves?
There's some. My goal for next spring is to take the traditional bow for bear hunting, but as of right now, I'm just compound. Matt's just
Same
compound.
here,
Ken's
yep.
just compound.
Okay.
But there is some guys who do still pretty much only shoot traditional.
Yeah.
Just it's a little more rare nowadays.
I'd say you probably have a lot of, outsiders from the U.S. and other places coming in using their recurves.
We do, yeah. Outfitters around here said that.
Yeah, basically all U.S.
Yep.
Yeah, we're finding out more and more as we talk about recurves that it's bigger than what we think. I mean, it seems like it's a real close-knit community in the outdoor industry, but it's pretty vast. I mean, it's pretty big. There's a ton of accessories out there here in the U.S.
Yeah, you Americans shoot usually more there than our residents here in New Brunswick. We have a lot of Americans come down for black bear season because we have a spring season, and most places don't. So it gets pretty busy. It's good though. It's good because our bear population
is crazy.
It's huge.
Here in New Brunswick, where we are, it says just on estimated population reports that for every 3 or 4 deer, there's 1 bear.
Oh, wow.
Man.
So we have a very, very healthy population of bears. Like a lot of my buddies, they'll have 14, 20 bears on the same camera.
Sounds like the bears are eating all the whitetail.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeez. So how far are you guys from the U.S. border?
2 hours to Maine.
Yeah.
Oh, man. If I ever make a trip up to Maine again to do some waterfowl hunting, we'll try to meet up.
Yeah, absolutely.
We were in Bangor, Maine, and done a sea duck hunt. That was great. I know Greg Hicks is listening right now, so he's going to be like, yes, let's go back.
Yeah, I'm in next round.
Yeah, he wants to go back so bad. Dan, you would have had a blast, man. So we go to the grocery store up there, and, Eric Gagnon, we didn't get to meet up with him, but he speaks fluent French. So, we had an order come in one time, and I had to pass it over to him just so he could translate everything that people were saying and asking questions about it. But so we go to the grocery store to get groceries, and they're like, you ain't from around here or something like that. And we're like, no, we're from, West Virginia, because they originally thought we were from Tennessee. They were like, y'all must be, Ewans must be from Tennessee or something like that. And I was like, no, we're from West Virginia, a little north.
You guys got any tips you can give any hunters that are planning to come up towards Canada for snowshoe hare, moose, or whitetail deer hunting?
Yeah, if you cross the border, make sure you don't have a handgun on you.
That's good to know, honestly. I mean, that could slip somebody's mind.
It sure is, because
or any handgun ammo. If you have
really, even the ammo.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
what's
They'll
so big about that?
But they'll really search you over after that.
Oh, so
can you not come and hunt, say, with like a 44 mag or something like that?
Oh no, not here. No.
We can't
really
find no handguns here anymore.
Yeah, Trudeau's really cracked down on that. Yeah, but other guns and all that, we can't use suppressors.
Right.
Like that.
Nothing like night vision, nothing like that.
Full semi-automatic, even hunting rifles are getting very phased.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to come hunt bear up there. I like to have my 357 on my chest while I'm there.
Let us come down there.
Yeah, we'll come down there.
Hey,
come on down.
You guys are more than welcome to come down. We'll put you on some West Virginia black bear.
Yeah,
I'll get some buddy mines. We'll show you how it is to run dogs on them.
Yeah, we're not allowed to bait them here.
But I was going to say, I go down to Maine. I went down last year. I'm going to go down again this year. I got some friends in there to do that. And right now, I've been pushing where I have hounds and stuff and having meetings with our government and stuff here to try and get bear hunting with hounds legal here, because there's only 2 provinces in Canada you can do it right now. So trying to get it here, but it's an uphill battle.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, we might have somebody that could help you out with that.
Yeah.
Jason Webb, he's a lobbyist, and he lobbies for a lot of outdoor brands and companies in the outdoor industry. So he does.
I don't know how far his reach goes up into Canada, though.
Well, it wouldn't be him; it'd be the national companies that he lobbies for.
Yeah.
The National Sporting Sports Shooting Foundation. That's one of them. So I think that's one of them that he does. But that's one of the.
We come down there.
Yeah, it's
yeah, for sure. We'll have to try to we'll coordinate some stuff and try to make it happen for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
But we don't want to discourage anybody from coming here. We got really nice woods and lots of areas to hunt, and we're all friendly. And we got some guns still. We got some guns. So
Our live gone. Our live's out.
fun.
Hold on, just
No, you guys,
our internet
What's
just
that?
went out here.
you went down.
Yeah.
Oh, ain't no good. What'd we lose?
It might be where we're calling Canada. Maybe they're cracking us.
We still got
We're-
them, but
I think-
down.
I'm just kidding.
I think we got you again now.
We're still here.
All right, Ken, you there?
Oh, yeah, we're here. Yep.
Okay, good deal. All right, guys. So if you can, real quick, just let everybody know where they can get a hold of your podcast, Hunts on Outfitting podcast, and just tell them a little bit about what you guys got coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's Huntsonoutfitting podcast. We're on all the major networks and places that you get your podcast. Coming up, we've got some stuff about some decoy dogging, the coyotes, some buffalo hunts. We're talking about bighorn sheep in Alberta, and a whole lot more. We like to keep it a variety, but it's always something to do with hunting and the outdoors. So yeah, check it out.
Awesome. Well, Ken, thank you, sir. Matt, Logan, thank you
Oh, thank
guys
you.
for coming on and talking with
Thanks,
us this
fellas.
evening.
Thanks a
Was a
lot,
pleasure.
boys. I appreciate it.
Yep. We sure appreciate it for sure. I know we did a lot of joking there, but we love your Rawls place up there. I mean, like I said, I've never been there, but it's on my bucket list to make it there and hunt before the end. So we may meet up one day.
We'd
You
love
never
to
know.
have you. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Sounds
we'd
good,
love to have
fellas.
you guys down here. You know, get with me in the coming weeks, and we'll try to get something planned.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. Yeah.
Okay, sounds
Absolutely.
good.
No, thanks so much, guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate
no,
it.
we appreciate you guys. Thanks a lot.
Yep, we appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, guys, be sure that you check them out there. Hunts on Outfitting Podcast with Ken Marr. You can check them out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. They're on all major networks. Be sure to check us out on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Spotify, every major network. Wherever you get your podcasts, we're there as well. And this weekend, remember, we'll be at Real Deal Outdoors with Jamie Ferguson there at his shop, and we'll have Warhead Aero Company there. We'll have Austin Pauley and his father, Mike Pauley, the IBO world champion, second place runner-up here. And they also won a bunch of different they won the Triple Crown here in West Virginia, so they are moving up in the IBO world there in the circuit. So we want to congratulate them. So it'll be nice to hear their story. But as always, thanks for listening. Dave, appreciate you on production. Dan, appreciate you filling in there on co-host, brother. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man, appreciate it, guys.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night, and appreciate everybody listening. This episode of On the Limb with Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Ghost 802, a sports team based in Vermont. Their goal is to promote safe and ethical hunting and to raise the youth to share the same passion for the archery, hunting, and the outdoors as they did growing up. For more information, check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Let them know that you heard about them right here on the Limb with Nature's Voice Game Calls.